Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be reviewing, as you can probably see, the Studio Series 86 Slug, or Slag, depending on how you want to say it. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I have recorded this video already. It didn't really go to plan. I did a really nice video and then my phone decided to just restart for no reason. So I lost the footage and that was a bit annoying. But so yeah, I'm going to try and do this again. So fingers crossed it'll go a lot better. So here he is in his robot mode, and this guy is really cool. This for me is a really good leader class figure. Nowadays leader class figures have become a little bit more ambiguous on what is a leader class and what isn't. But this guy and Grimlock, for that matter, I feel are completely deserving of the title of leader class. I will just say, ignore all the stuff in the background. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but oh well. But yeah, so here he is in his robot mode, and he looks really nice. He's basically just G1 Slug. All like flat surfaces, but even the flat surfaces have lots of detail in the typical fashion. I'm just going to turn my light off and see how it looks. That's a bit dark, but yeah, in typical fashion, he has all of the surface detailing that you'd expect. A lot of it isn't actually paint as well, at least the red and grey. These parts are basically, except for this, is all just the actual plastic. And it looks really nice. The head is also painted red, I believe. But yeah, looks really nice. He does have painted gold feet. But yeah, overall he looks really nice. Go around the back, a little bit kibbly, but I feel like the kibble on the Dinobots is part of the character, in the sense, if you understand what I mean. Like Grimlock, him having the dinosaur head and the chest of the dino mode on his back is part of his design now. So I kind of feel like the Dinobots kind of get a pass on that because it's just part of their design. It does jut out a little bit, but it doesn't bother me too much. The only thing that does bother me a little bit is it doesn't hold together all that well. You can work around it, but it is just a little bit tedious. So yeah, he does look really nice. He has lovely metallic paint for the eyes, which does look really nice, if I do say. Going on to accessories, he comes with his gun, which is quite nice. It is painted, which I'm not the biggest fan of, because where is it? There, I scratched the paint, taking it out of the packaging. But it looks nice enough. Again, it just plugs into his hand. I believe it is. Is it blast compatible? Siege blast effects compatible? No, he has a port, but it's very, very shallow. So it's basically just useless. They really stopped. They really kind of gave up on that, didn't they? The whole siege blast effects thing. His other accessory is little Daniel, I believe it's supposed to be. Not much to say about him. He's better than Wheelie. Yeah, he's alright. You can stand. You can stand on the ground. Okay. You have to kind of have him crouched down a little bit, but you can stand. A lot better than Wheelie. So in my opinion, at least, he is a lot better than Wheelie. He does have these pegs as well. Can plug onto the shoulder. I'm not going to bother doing it because it might stress the plastic. So yeah, that's Daniel. I'm not a big fan of him. I would have much rather they included his sword, to be honest. Yeah, bit of a waste of plastic, if you ask me. Especially since they're actually doing a proper core class one as well. I just hit my camera stand. Yeah, going on to articulation, the head is on a ball joint, and it's on a kind of panel as well. So you get lots of up, quite a bit down as well. You get tilt. It is a bit hard to get to because of the dino head. But yeah, it's on a ball joint, so you get normal ball joint articulation. Shoulders go around on very nice ratchets. And as you can see, they move out all the way, and there's some nice mechanical detail. He has a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, which comes up past 90, which is very nice. And he does have a wrist swivel. He has a waist swivel, ratcheted hips, and his legs move out. Has a thigh swivel, and double jointed knees, which bend very nicely. Very weird though, if I do say so. They are very weird knees. And then he has ankle pivot, which is very nice. So this guy is very articulate. As you can see, my problems with the backpack, they do just kind of flop around. Also, you can store the gun there, but it has to be sticking up, so it doesn't look the nicest. And you can store it in the same place as Dyno mode, which I will show in Dyno mode. So yeah, that's it for his robot mode. Just do some size comparisons. Just gonna have to move my camera down a little bit. There we go. Just since he's been sitting up the top here this entire time, here he is with the Deluxe Battle Begins Megatron from Animated. So you can see, quite sizable. Here he is with a Marvel Legends Iron Man that I just have sitting on the side. Just got to get him straightened up because I had him in a pose. There he is with a Marvel Legends Iron Man. So again, see, quite sizable. What else have I got here? Here he is with a Mega Bloks Halo Elite Royal Guard. I think that's what they're called. Honor Guard, that's it, not Royal Guard. For another Halo comparison, here he is with the I think it was the 10th, 20th anniversary Master Chief from McFarlane. There you have him with that. Reach over for another Transformers size comparison. Oh, his chest just kind of exploded. There he is with Earthrise Leader Prime, and this is what I mean. I don't feel like his trailer really justifies the increased price. Yeah, as you can see, big height difference as well. And mine has the QC problem of his chest just explodes just whenever you pick him up above the waist. It just it's holding together now, but it just kind of explodes quite a bit. But yeah, so there he is with Earthrise Prime. Yeah, so for the next comparison, sorry for the weird cut, just had to go get the other comparisons and move the camera around a little bit. Here he is with my my Grimlocks. So here he is with the I have another one in the loft. I'm not going to go get it, but I have the Constructs one, so that's about like there-ish. So there he is with the other Studio Series 86 Grimlock. As you can see, I think they scale perfectly together. Another great leader class, by the way. Here he is with the other Studio Series Grimlock from the Michael Bay films. And here he is with the Fall of Cybertron Voyager Grimlock, which also is quite a sizable Voyager, to be fair. So yeah, there you go. There's him with all his with his boss. All versions of him that I have down here, easily accessible. I didn't realise how many Grimlocks I actually have until now. Oh, hold on. No, I am missing one. Here he is with this little thing that I got from a store when I was bored because they didn't have any better Transformers stuff. I say they didn't have any better Transformers stuff. They did actually have the Titans Return Sky Shadow or Black Shadow, the Overlord repaint, even though I think it came before Overlord. They did have that, but I didn't have enough money for it. I was just looking for a couple of deluxes, so I just got this for £1. I think it's quite cute. So yeah, they have him with all the Grimlocks. So there you go. So there's been that's been his robot mode. Very nice. I do really like it. I'm not going to show transformation because I really do not feel like filming the transformation. It's not a particularly difficult transformation, but I just can't be bothered to film it on camera. If you want to see transformation, go check out like MGo's. He has a whole playlist of stuff just dedicated to the transformations. So if you want to see a transformation, go check him out. Now I've just realised I left out one kind of Dinobot comparison. Here he is with Kingdom Leader Megs. I think this guy also deserves leader price more because of the rubber. So they have him with that. And yeah, I really like the robot mode, so yeah, I'll just pause the video and yeah, get him transformed into Triceratops mode. Alright, so we're back, and he is now in his Triceratops mode, which I think looks really nice. Yeah, there's not really too much to talk about in this mode. It just looks really nice. His weapon stores away really nicely. That's where his weapon is. Unfortunately, it doesn't blend perfectly with the tail, but it does works fine. Yeah, it looks really nice. The transformation isn't too difficult. There are a couple steps that I do forget occasionally, but it's not too difficult. Yeah, it does look really nice. Looking at the face, again, lovely gold paint, lovely metallic blue in the eyes. It just shimmers. It looks so nice. Yeah, loads of lovely detail. Fortunately, from the back, his back legs are a little bit hollow, but that's just due to the way they transform because they collapse in and they go into the robot mode legs. Only real bit of robot mode kibble that I can see is the feet at the back, but overall it all stores away really nicely and it looks pretty accurate to the show. You can open and close his mouth. He has a little blast port in there, so if you take one of the fin blast effects from Jetfire, you can plug that in and you can have him breathe and fire, which looks really nice in my opinion. So yeah, one thing you can do is you can take Daniel, and Daniel has these little slots in his feet, and they're these little pegs on Slug's back, and you can slot him on there, and he can sit on Slug's back, and it doesn't look too bad. Not the biggest fan of it, but it looks pretty cool. Close his mouth. Yeah, but he's very expressive. You can actually take the horns off. They just clip on because there are upgrade kits which have the alternate sets to make him more toy accurate. But yeah, he's really nice. As for articulation, as you saw, his mouth can open and close. His front legs are basically just the robot mode arms, so they rotate. They've got the hinges, swivel, go out. It's basically exactly the same articulation. And then the back legs, they can rotate up there, they can rotate at this part, and the feet can swing back and forth. So, pretty nice articulated, but I mean, it's a Triceratops. He's not going to have any crazy poses he can do. One small problem of mine that I've got to mention, that it's not really a problem, but these don't tab down all the way. But yeah, so I think he looks really nice. For comparison, here he is with, again, the Battle Begins Deluxe Megatron. I'm not going to transform all of these, just because I can't be bothered. I have transformed Studios Grimlock, which you'll see in a minute, but there he is with Battle Begins Megatron. Stand up there, thank you. Here he is with the Iron Man. Oh, his foot's kind of bent. There you go. There he is with the Iron Man. As you can see, he shrinks down a little bit, but he's very hefty, I will say. He has a lot of weight to him. Here he is with the Honor Guard, the Mega Bloks Honor Guard. And I do actually think the Mega Bloks figures scale fairly well with mainline Transformers. I'm sure people like Lazy Eyebrow know exactly how big they're supposed to be, so they probably don't scale exactly right, but it's good enough for me. Here he is with the anniversary Master Chief figure from McFarlane. What else? Here he is with oh, gotta go get him again. Earthrise Prime. So as you can see again, loses height, gains general mass. Well, I mean, technically, scientifically speaking, he can't gain mass, but you get what I mean. Here he is with the Leader Megs from Kingdom. As you can see, again, loses height, same thing again. And then here it is with all of the Grimlocks again. I haven't transformed most of them. So there he is with the Michael Bay Studio Series. Here he is with the Fall of Cybertron Voyager. Just going to have to show these two separately because there's not enough room to have them all in shot. There we go. So as you can see again, taller. I think I mentioned this guy's quite a sizable Voyager as well, but he's a bit hollow, so... Well, it's only really hollow in Dynamo, to be fair. But I do really like this guy. So there he is with them. And finally, here he is with the Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And these two look really nice together. As you can see, Grimlock's taller, as he should be, because T-Rex, Triceratops. But these two look so nice together. The plastics match basically perfectly. They look like a team, and I had no intention of going out my way and getting the Studio Series, like the rest of the Dinobots. But after this, I'm definitely gonna go for it because these two just look so good together. Yeah, such nice Dino modes. They're just great figures. They have a lot of personality to them, which I really like. So yeah, would I recommend him? Absolutely. He's just a great figure. Yeah, he has a lot of personality. You definitely get your money's worth with this guy, because obviously prices are going up for Hasbro figures, and this guy, I would say he's worth every penny, at least by modern lead class standards. Yeah, absolutely great figure. I would 100% recommend. Is he better than some of the other Dinobot offerings? I don't know. Mainline, I believe, like mainline Hasbro, I think he is, but third party, I don't really delve too much in third party. So yeah, I would say go ahead and get him if you want him. So yeah, that's been my look at the Studio Series Slug. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. If you didn't, please feel free to dislike. But please, if you do, let me know in the comments below why you didn't like it. Because leaving a dislike in the video doesn't really help me if you don't tell me what you didn't like about it. If you enjoyed enough, then feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I release a video like once every month. I don't know. It's very hectic upload schedule. I don't really have a schedule, but yeah. So that has been my look at Studio Series Slug, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.